In Knox County are narrowing a plan for the next 2 decades of development. Part of the process includes hearing support and concern from neighbors. The plan is called Advance Knox. It's been in the works since 2021. The plan is supposed to guide new building for the next 20 years. It includes an updated zoning map outlining how property owners can use their land. One update of what's called the Unified Development Ordinance, or UDO for short, changes land zoned as agriculture to a new default classification called rural residential. Under the current agriculture zone, there is 1 acre minimum for dwellings. That rule would stay the same under the new proposal, but there would be an exception for properties 5 acres or larger. If those properties have access to sewer service and adequate roads, developers could build up to 2 homes per acre. Farmers across Knox County are taking note of the new zoning plan, expressing concerns new neighbors might not appreciate all the sounds of rural life. And 10 News reporter Lauren Lovett explains the plan on the table, what farmers are saying about it, and what's next. Lauren?
John, the farmers I talked with say they're not against development. They just don't want to see it happen at the expense of agricultural land in the county. They also say these plans haven't been communicated well, leaving people to get their information from others online instead of directly from Planning Commission. The sounds, sights, smells, and atmosphere are what makes a farm a farm. But that land is becoming harder to come by, and a new zoning proposal is bringing up concern.
I think we should be looking at like linear space more towards the city rather than pushing out and doing these really big neighborhoods. There has to be a better way. There has to be a balance.
An idea to make all agricultural land in Knox County into rural residential is leading people to speak out.
It doesn't stop your neighbor from selling to a subdivision and building, and then you have a subdivision next to a farm, which might not be the best situation.
Those two farmers say while communication before the plan was released wasn't great, one county leader is making them feel heard.
I've got land in the 8th District too. I mean, I have as much a stake in this as anybody else. The purpose behind Advance Knox and the UDO was essentially to preserve our rural area and not let the sprawl and sporadic growth control us.
Now they want to see changes to the plan before anything's set in stone.
I want to make sure that the new zoning allows farmers to continue to grow if that's their wish. A lot of farmers, their land is their biggest asset.
It took me like 20-something years to get to this point, to feel like that there is a risk that's going to drastically change my situation and take it away from me. I feel compelled to try to make a change.
The commissioner says leaders remove the end of the month deadline for landowners to opt into different zoning. He says the time for feedback is now, and he's encouraging people to share their concerns before the draft is finalized. John?
Lauren Lovett on the latest. Thank you.